Hello friends, happy spring equinox. We're about 4 days into or past the spring equinox. This is going to be a general reading today for our collective. You could be feeling like you're behind on something, like you're rushing yourself to do something. I also felt like a big wave of emotion before as I was prepping for this reading. You could be feeling very emotional right now, like crying uncontrollably, or also feeling like you want to cry but not being able to cry. It could be a signifier of like your heart chakra being blocked, needing to release in some sort of way. I just completed my Reiki 2 course. I'm going to start offering some Reiki videos once I figure out like how I want to structure it and how I want it to be. But looking to get a Reiki session might be good for you to open up that chakra. And I want to clarify too, like my experience with it, although it was very beautiful while I was getting it, the amount of things that came up and I had to purge afterwards was something that I was not necessarily like expecting or prepared for. But don't be afraid of that. Because the only way to make space for the new is to remove the old, is what I'm hearing. There's something significant about that. Something significant about you removing people, places, items, past memories, things that you're holding on to identify yourself in a reality that is not in alignment with this version of this mindset that you keep holding on to. So I'll say, like, if you're looking for abundance, just because this is like the easiest example that I can come up with, but you constantly remind yourself of the times that like you didn't have a lot of money, or when you had to donate, your plasma for cash, or like if you hold on to that with almost this sense of pride, is this formal part of your identity, is your struggle or the way that you struggle to get to this point, that's not going to open you up to a life that has less struggle. That's not going to open you up to ease. Like, especially if you're saying affirmations like, I live a life in ease, or universe show me how good it gets, but at the same time you go throughout your day, or you have conversations in which you argue for your struggles, or you use your struggles as it's deeply ingrained as part of your identity, that is not in alignment with the life that you're trying to lead. You have to release the old stories, the old timelines. You have to almost like be rebirthed into this new reality, this new identity. And that can be very, very difficult, because when you're formless and you're shapeless, you really have to go through this process of, I feel like, one, like questioning your worth, because so often we draw our worth on the things that we do externally. We don't know what our worth is if it's not attached to money or a job or our struggle or our friend group or the way that our family relies on us, or being a mother, being a father. Like, if you stripped away all of the titles, who are you? What do you really want? If everything you did in your life was simply for the betterment of yourself and those and in turn those around you. I don't mean doing things or leading your life to be a benefit for everybody else, but I feel like the type of person that is watching this video, the reason why you want to be the sort of person that embodies this energy is because you know the amount of people that you are going to touch simply by embodying this energy. And so you have to get into this space where you're stripped down, you're laid bare, and you really have to find the value in yourself outside of the things that you attach to you externally. Who are you without the money, without the body, without the whatever it is that you so pridefully hold on to? Like, there's something there that is making you, that is blocking you from opening up fully into this new season. I feel like you're on the process, you're working through some stuff, but I feel like there's still certain timelines that you're very much tethered to. Yeah, 5 of Wands. There's some stuff that you need to leave behind. And there's some stuff that you keep looking back at, You're Your energy, this is what I'm getting, like your energetic body is moving forward, but your ego and your flesh is what's holding you back. I feel like this has been coming up a lot in like the shows that I've been watching, and a theory that I had like a while ago, just dating people that were like ex-athletes, is there's something very interesting about a person whose entire identity was shaped around sports, and they may have, thought that they were gonna make it big, or they had some sort of injury. And this isn't just with sports, this is also, I was watching Dance Academy, and same thing with like Tara in the end, her whole identity was dance. And the minute that she injured herself, she was just in this space of feeling completely lost, but yet all consumed with the future that she thought she was going to have. And so I feel like there's something significant about you being in this sort of space. Like there's something significant about you. You might have thought that you were, I mean, it could relate to sports. You could have been a star athlete in school all through college, and then something happened. Something kind of diverted you off of that path and made you redirect. And ever since then, you've been feeling guilty or shameful or regretful or angry at God, which is also this extension of yourself. So angry at yourself, angry at those around you. There's something about this sort of energy that you are really working hard to untether yourself with. It also draws me back to that heart chakra block. You could definitely have like a severed relationship with yourself. You could find it very hard to love yourself, very hard to say kind things to yourself. That also brings me to the affirmation part. Like you could really be doing affirmations to try to work on this wound. But like I said, I do recommend Reiki, but I also recommend really addressing and journaling that past. Re-scripting is what I'm hearing too. Going back, and even if you just write out exactly what happened, right? I want you to look for the beauty in it, for the gratitude that you can find within that moment. Because something that I say often is as long as you don't find purpose in your pain, you're forever a victim. You will forever operate in your life as if life is happening to you and not for you. I send you so much love, because you are not the things that have happened to you. The Hermit. And so it's essential for you to make peace with this chapter, right? Because there's something about the things that you've been through that are going to be a guiding light for other people. There's something about it. You may end up writing a memoir, having a podcast, be welcomed on podcasts, but there's something that is so beautiful about the way that you're going to heal this very visceral wound on how you thought your life was supposed to go, on who you thought that you were going to be. And it's so much greater. Like, I know that you may not be able to see it right now, but this person that you are and are meant to be is so much greater than that life path that you thought you were supposed to have. You're really going to be able to connect and guide people in the way that you've always wanted to. But it's going to happen when you stop trying to shape yourself into what you feel like this should look like. Like, allow life to shape you into that person. Like, allow again these experiences that you've been through. Don't fight so much against it. Allow it to shape you into who you were meant to be. Because I'm going to be honest with you. Like, if you were meant to go down that path, you would have went down that path. But there's also a part of this where you really never know what you're being protected from. Let's say you did go down that path, like, and you ended up almost never walking in. It's like in that movie, she almost ended up paralyzed. Like, and then I'm sure that the perspective will be something completely different in that state. It may still be tethered to a sport, but even bigger than that, tethered to your mobility, to your ability to even move throughout life. Like, I feel like sometimes when we're so fixated on the pain that's been caused, we don't get the full perspective of like how bad it really could have been. And this is the purpose that I mean when I say find purpose in your pain. Whatever that reason is for you, to allow you to kind of detach from it, because it is going to be a guiding light for other people. It's going to be a torch that you're able to pass on. Your light is going to be the light that other people take to other people in their lives. And it's just going to kind of spread like wildfire in the best way. That's what's so important about your purpose here. So if you're asking, why am I here? What is my purpose? And people, I feel like, get this idea of leadership so wrong. Being a leader is not about taking people by the ear and dragging them along on a path with you. It truly is about being the embodiment of the highest version of yourself. People want to be happy to their core. They want to be whole. Even if they enjoy misery, or they're addicted to misery. I don't really know about enjoyment, but even if they're addicted to misery and the feelings of misery, they're still at our basis of a lot of us. I don't like general terms, but most of us would really, I feel like, choose to live a happy and peaceful life with security and stability in all the ways. So if they see you embodying that energy, they're naturally going to ask you how you did it, or they're going to mimic the things that you're doing. That's why it's important to never get like angry when you see somebody copying you. No, that's what you're meant here. That's what we're meant to do. We're meant to inspire each other. Like, and it may be a little irksome, but that comes from ego. Like, we're meant to help guide each other on a higher path, regardless of how you got there. This is the Nine of Wands. Yeah, right now you're contemplating what your next move is, what your next step is. But I need you to just stop contemplating. I need you to stop contemplating. I need you to stop racking your brain at night trying to figure out how you're going to make this next move or how it's going to come to you. I need you to trust and let life flow into you. The more that you release whatever this thing is, confirmation burp. Whenever you release whatever this old thing is, this old storyline, that's when the clarity is going to hit you. It's going to hit you like a light bulb moment. But right now there's too much muddying up the water. There's too much like brain fog going on. And the harder that you try to push this and try to figure this out, the more you feel like the less of a grasp you feel like you have on it, or on what exactly you want to do. And the reason why you can't figure out what you want to do is because you don't know who you really are. You cannot skip steps on this journey. Not if we're on the journey that we're on, like that truly divinely guided sort of journey, that is really meant for the highest good for ourselves and others. Like, you cannot miss steps on this. Like, it's not, you can't jump from A to Z. You have to go through the process. I'm going to pull one more card and then we're going to do 2 oracles. I feel like this was more of like a channeled message, which makes me so excited because channeling is something that I've always wanted to do. And I feel like more that I've like done this, like intuitive work and also like the Reiki, I just feel like my third eye is just, it's on and popping. It's on and popping, and I love that for me. Judgment. Yeah, I definitely feel like you're just focused on like, you're focused on learning, but you're also focused on like a lot of like self-reflection. It's funny, I said intuitive gifts and his like whole crown is like lit up. I got a similar energy with this card a few weeks ago, just like how he's taking off his armor. Like, you're moving out of this survival. I need to fight. I need to fight for you to understand me. I need to fight, maybe even physically. I need to fight. I need to fight for money. I need to fight for stability. Like, you're getting out of this energy of fighting and you're existing in this energy of just being. And you can see a lot of people leaving out of your life or being led out of your life right now. But it's just because the more that you raise to a higher vibration and the more that other people vibrate at whatever level that they are vibrating at, because none of us is above another, but I just think that there's different, just, it's like I don't know, a way to explain it is to like say that we're not below anybody. Nobody's below anybody else. We're just vibrating at different levels. And if they're vibrating at a lower energy, they're just naturally going to kind of fall off because your energy is going to irritate them. Like if they're a person that likes to gossip, but you're in this energy where you're like, you know that does nothing for you. It does nothing for anybody else. And you know that gossiping is just a shadowy aspect of the things that you don't like about yourself. That is going to irk the hell out of certain people that if the only thing that they do is gossip or speak down on others. It's like, what are we talking about? You want to discuss ideas. You want to discuss deep stuff. You want to rake up the childhood trauma and dissect, what that looks like. Like you want to read, you want to learn more. You want to, like I said, you want to write memoirs, you want to write books. Like people, and if you're not around a group of people that have any interest in that or look at you like you're crazy when you do that, those are the ones that are going to be let out of your life. It doesn't matter who they are. I don't really like the quote, new levels, new devils. Because I think when you're on this journey, you learn how to deal with everything in such a beautiful way that every new level has new opportunities. It just becomes new opportunities. I don't know why that's coming up. Maybe because that's a fear for you. You could feel like when you get to the level that you want to get to, you'll be viewed as superficial or stuck up, or you'll view other people as very superficial or stuck up, but you're not going to experience that. You attract what you are. You attract who you are. Which is why you could vibe with the low vibe people at one point in your life because you were on a similar vibration, but now that you're on this different one, you're going to attract people that are on the same vibration. Be true to yourself in all the ways. Not everyone will get you. They can only understand from their level of perception. That's on them. No matter what people say, don't ever doubt your worth or beauty you hold within. Stand tall in your power. And your second one is your life is about to start moving quickly in some areas. Events that seem to have been on hold suddenly propel forward. Move with the flow and be mindful of what needs your most attention. Make decisions rationally but sensibly. I send you off with all the love in the world, and I pray that this finds whoever it is meant to find in divine timing. If you resonate with my energy or with this message, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. I send you guys off with all the love in the world. Have a great night.